players are currently sorting out the map choice, which, strangely enough, for those unfamiliar with Lethal League Blaze or Lethal League in general, despite the fact that maps are all actually different sizes, they are different sizes and different dimensions, for the most part, everybody tends to just go random all the time, because the differences are incredibly minor in a lot of cases.
So these guys went random, so this is the random map they got. So we have a Jet. With anyone knows, Jet is probably the most popular character in the game, for good reason.
Early stock taken by MothaTru.
Yeah.
Interesting, little bit of tricky specs coming out. Yeah, Jet's one of the most popular characters in the game, and her special actually relies solely on the fact that if it is active, you can't do anything but grab it, but she can mix you up really well by being able to hit it herself and cause your grab to stun you. So essentially, it's timing of when are they going to hit it, and if they hit it, are they going to double special, which she can do as well. Sort of a nutty character going on.
So right there is just one special. I'll be honest, MothaTru has amazing ball control right now. It seems like
actually holding on to that's crazy.
Some person is very stationary. He's kind of just staying on the ground, which I mean is understandable because you know Sonata has one more jump.
It's pretty standard starter by some person. MothaTru though, attempting to get it back, really standing still. Wow, he got that angle. I'm impressed.
I have seen a lot of smashes so far by some person. This might be a quick game one. Hop it.
Wow, that was,
he's just got such good ball control.
He knows the control on deck. Is this gonna be a perfect?
See, I think he just keeps. Some person just keeps smashing the ball.
Okay, hold on. MothaTru right now coming around with the bunt return. It's going to be player for player. However, the parry is going to catch him out, and that is no perfect for MothaTru. He's actually moving very aggressively to start, trying to get a little bit of something going, but for the most part, some person returning with a lot of smash attacks into a double spec, but it did not phase MothaTru. He just waited until it was actually in his area and then just continued from there. Smash attack into the stock. That's gonna be it.
I think MothaTru just I think he just mispositioned himself right there because it looked like he was going for the. I don't know if that was a bun or a hit, but he was definitely trying to do something to catch the ball. Which happens. Nice parry. He's actually getting some really good parries on MothaTru right now. But this ball control is so good, and that's probably one of the best angles in the game, and it ends up hitting some person.
What an amazing return into his own combo by MothaTru on that last stock. And that's going to be game one. By the way, guys, let me know if the anything relating to the stream needs to be sorted in any way. For the most part, it should be pretty clean. I'm looking at the bitrate on my end. It seems pretty healthy. Just let me know if you're getting any frame drops, anything like that. I can sort it out. However, we're back in the lobby. That's MothaTru with game one. Some insane ball control. I'm not going to lie on that. You're totally right. He was doing stuff that's pretty nutty, honestly. So what are we going to be looking for some person to adapt to that? Just try and keep it in his own control, or is it going to be more go in and steal during MothaTru's control?
This is a good start from some person. Two good specials. Ooh.
Trying to get his own combos going. However, MothaTru, how long is he going to keep this up? Good return. And a parry.
So, for people who are unfamiliar with this game, a very big change from this game from the first game was the addition of parry extensions, and you'll definitely see it a lot, and we'll talk about it. It's pretty much just holding. You see the blue circle that shows up, like right there? If you can continue holding the bunt button to continue it, which delays the hit pause. So it mixes. It's like a mix-up on its own.
Yeah, it changes the timing of the ball's release, and for the most part, angles in this game are consistent. You always know where the ball is going with some level of ambiguity. However, getting the timing right is pretty difficult, and that's going to be a stock for some person. What an intense burst, actually.
Yeah, that was definitely an intense burst. I feel like some person really actually positioned so very well, and he ended up getting the parry on MothaTru.
Yeah, he's actually seeming to... grab! Yeah. Grabs are incredibly risky, by the way. A lot of players sometimes don't even go for them at all, because while you can grab somebody's parry to essentially provide a counter to it, it's incredibly difficult to time, especially if they're doing the minimum length of a parry. Oh, and one return from MothaTru right back at him. That's 3 stocks to 3 stocks. MothaTru with a small HP deficit, but that's all he's working off of.
So besides some person smashing a bunch, I've also noticed that he parries pretty much after every hit. Ooh, nice pun in the corner.
Look at that corpse juggle coming out from MothaTru.
Sonata probably has the nuttiest. Oh my, these grabs are so nutty, dude. What the heck?
I am surprised with some person's aggressiveness right now. He really did adapt, and like I said, was he gonna try and get his own ball control, or was he gonna try and interrupt MothaTru? And it seems that his strategy right now is just go for these grabs, constantly knocking out MothaTru.
Just one grab after another. It's surprising this because grabs are actually very rare in this game, and seeing them like that is very rare.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of players at top level go for them. MothaTru with his now signature ball control coming out.
That's actually game 2 going to some person. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, Coffee. I'm impressed by these two players right now. Yeah, the ball control coming out from MothaTru and the adaption coming out from some person with those grabs, absolutely insane.
Yeah, and if you notice that some person was definitely corner camping, and that's a strategy in this game of obviously just camping in the corner. And the advantage of it is you kind of have one wall. You only have to face one direction, because if you notice, you won't get. Oh my god. Sorry, these grabs are just so surprising. I don't even know how to react to some of them. Oh, nice parry. But a disadvantage of them is, your angles become more predictable. So it's kind of like an iffy strategy.
Also, somebody in chat said that this game seems to have way more brain play, and by that I assume you mean mind games than the first game. It does to some degree. The mix-ups that correlate around the idea of having parries that can be countered by grabs and having parry extensions and a whole host of other features, everyone with a double jump making movement more ambiguous. It's a lot more, there's a lot more, if I'm not mistaken, thinking that has to be done in situations where in the original Lethal League, you'd essentially try and go for, the consistent return or possibly just wait to see what they do. But in this, you can, in theory, counter everything a player does with perfect execution. However, you can't exactly react to parries reasonably, especially if they're higher up on the screen.
So right now we're kind of seeing what happened last game, where there's a lot of grabs, a lot of attempted grabs happening, a lot of bubbles, a lot of ball control. Nice grab. These grabs are so good.
These are actually crazy for us, by the way.
Here's the thing though. They're pairing. It's becoming very predictable because they are actually pairing after every hit. It's supposed to be a mix-up. It's not supposed to be like an every-time thing. So I think if you just didn't parry, then it would become. Then you'd be able to punish your opponent for keep grabbing. So I kind of want to see what player adapts to that first.
Oof. Into the smash
attack. There it is. There was again.
Some person with an incredibly low HP grab. That was risky, mostly because of the fact that that would have been it, one stock down, and now it's 1-3. He's actually going to start, and this is going to be his last serve of the game, even if he wins. So. Actually misses his own bunt on that return, but gets the grab on MothaTru. What is going on?
I didn't even see the blue circle come up.
I didn't even see it come up either, dude. People in chat are actually freaking out about the grabs, and they're not wrong. This is actually a really fast burst.
That also brings up a good point. I do see the same starters coming out, and there's no punish for it. Ooh. Fortunately, he was facing the wrong direction. That's going to be a 2-1 victory for MothaTru. It's actually a good question. Sonic All-Stars Racing, or EMP, whatever you want to be called. Honestly, I don't know the frame data in this game, so I couldn't really answer that, but I mean, Dialtsu probably knows more than me, so.
If I'm not mistaken, I think parry does trigger on frame 1, but I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe it releases on the frame that you release. However, we're getting here into this game. Right now, MothaTru with his insane ball control. Is that a down bunt or was that a side?
Yeah, I think that was just
side bunted into the wall.
Side bunted into the wall. He's really punishing him for that's the easiest way to counter corner camping.
By the way, that was actually a really important thing that MothaTru just did. If you're unaware, parries can be held for exactly how long you want. So if you release a parry before the other player attempts to go in and grab it, they will get stunned. So it's an incredibly strong mix-up from the person who has the aggression going, since if you react in time, you can just let go of your parry, and their grab won't count.
Oof. I think right there he was baiting.
Here. Oh my
He was,
gosh.
oh, he missed on. I think right there, some person jumped and tried to bait out the parry. What's happening here? Some person.
Do we have a bit of a
UI is broken completely.
he got the training bug.
Ah. We're having an issue with one.
We're
of the
having a
players' games right
small
now.
technical issue. Yeah, again, this is the stuff that tends to come up when doing spectating mode for the most part. It's a pretty common one that's easy to reproduce, the one that the player is currently experiencing. Essentially, and this actually gives me a good chance to talk about one of the key mechanics in this game. At the bottom of the screen is a boombox, and that actually shows you how long the ball is going to be in hit pause for when a player hits it. So essentially, if you know what you're doing, you can time it by looking at the boombox and trying to figure that out. However, parry extensions do mess that up. I'm just currently checking with the players.
Yeah. So for us spectators, it still shows the speedometer,
Yeah.
aka the number at the bottom, but for the players, it does not.
A boombox or a doombox? It actually is doombox at the bottom of the screen, which is kind of funny because you can play as
Spoiler
doombox.
alert, dude.
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to spoil arcade mode. Man. All right,
So
we're
we
just
got some ball control by MothaTru right now.
MothaTru
as,
just practicing his combos right
Yeah.
now, doing a little bit of casual play, doing some back and forth right now.
Ooh.
Hang just DM'd me saying, "Bip, it's not a boombox. It's a doombox."
Yeah, not Blaze though. It's just the
Give me
boombox.
Just a second.
Eh.
I'm getting a hold of.
Don't spoil the end boss. Kappa, dude. Oh, there you
There
go.
we go. That's what we were
Sorry.
waiting for.
Tell me I don't get XP from spectating matches.
You don't get XP from spectating matches, man. What is this game?
Yeah. This game's terrible.
You need to get all the XP from spectating matches. All right, the players are resetting really quick. And we shall be back into this in just a moment here. Sorry about the small technical errors. We're sorting it out. And again, we're actually, you know, like, we're just like talking to players, and obviously people in the Blaze community, unlike a lot of fighting games, people in the Blaze community are quite closely connected to the devs oftentimes, because heck, there's a fair few people in this tournament, even still right now, who are and were beta testers, and essentially that, you know, we can talk to them if we got bugs like this. However, they're devs, they've got a lot of important stuff to do in relation to the game. We're just people playing this game in a silly competitive format, but yeah. Alright, we seem to be back into it as soon as we get set to spectator, and we'll be... Level cap is 1K, really, Hangboy? I didn't know that.
Did not know that either. Also, it's Sunday. Did you say it was Saturday or something?
Did I say Saturday?
I have no idea.
I didn't
Alright,
say
so it looks
Saturday,
like we're getting
man.
back into the game. It's actually kind of unfortunate. It seemed like MothaTru had a very concisive win there.
Yeah.
But the rule is that if the bug happens, we do reset the whole game. That's just the rule
Yeah.
that we agreed on, and all players agreed on that.
Yeah, only if it affects the players, though. If the bug solely affects the spectators, they'll play it out. However, some person's starting out with some pretty aggressive jet specs right in his face. Failed grab, but actually, it's not going to matter since he was just above the straight angle. And MothaTru attempting to bait a grab, and it failed entirely.
That's what I was talking about, where since every player parries after every hit, it becomes pretty obvious. But I was wondering who would be the first person to actually not parry and do that mix-up, and it seemed like some person was the first person to get it successfully, and now
He was not
normal
expecting
parries
that.
are also mix-ups now.
Yeah, this
Now
is basically...
they don't know if they're going to parry or not.
Yeah, that's basically the overall mind games of Lethal League Blaze is, like, parries are incredibly complicated because they do several different things, and you condition your opponent to react to you parrying in certain situations in order to catch them out. That was a pretty... He just let it fly. MothaTru just let it fly there, and it worked.
The thing with specials in this game is that if they activate their special, they can't parry. So, right there, since MothaTru used it so early, some person should have gone in and hit it, or bunted it or something, but I think he mistimed it and just let it fly, which was unfortunate because he died for it.
It's a pretty
And
cool
that whole
combo
stock
coming
was
out of
me
his spec,
talking.
actually. His spec was bubble left, bubble right, and then an up air from the ground, or a neutral up rather. Also, as you were saying about the specials, parrying will use your entire meter, and you need 4 meter in order to actually pull off a spec. So, for the most part, it's all about meter management and thinking, well, there's no way they're going to parry. They have 3 bar. They don't want to waste that on just some random parry. But it's a good mix-up. And again, once you get to that level, everything becomes a mix-up. MothaTru with... Oh, my... He just approached him with his own spec and then immediately parried to get an early hit. Because some person was probably expecting the ball to be free, but returns it with a grab this stock. Approaching pretty aggressively with that bubble, and this is 1 stock to 1 stock. Losers semis. MothaTru wins this game. He sends some person home.
I mean, I guess he's already home, but...
Listen, we're all home. Except for you and me. What's the lore? We're in a garage in Germany casting this.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Inside jokes. Oh,
that is going to be the set. MothaTru with some bunts into a smash parry. And that's what we got. That's what we got.
It's actually really weird how the game ended on a parry when it seems like they were grabbing it the whole game, which is strange. That's 3-1 to MothaTru, and he's in losers finals?